Hello and welcome once again to our online fertility awareness program, You and Your Fertility. This is our fourth edition on this program, and in this series we are talking about the fertility diet. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned. Welcome back. This is episode 2 of this series, the fertility diet, and today we are looking at foods that can help us in improving the quality of gametes. So we are talking about improving egg quality and improving sperm quality. What are the foods that can naturally help us to achieve that? That is what our topic today will be focused on. Before we continue, we want to know what the hype is about this egg quality, sperm quality. You know, when it comes to fertility talks, you must hear somebody talking about the quality of eggs, the quality of sperm cells, with respect to conception and successful pregnancy. Now, the quality of the cell is just talking about the integrity of the cell's DNA and its capacity to function. So when we're talking about the egg quality, we are looking at the capacity of the DNA of that egg to allow it to be fertilized. And then when we're talking about the quality of a sperm cell, we are talking about the integrity and the capacity of the sperm cell's DNA and its ability to be able to fertilize an egg. So sperm quality, egg quality is all talking about the ability and functionality of that particular cell, the individual cell. How potent is it to carry out its function? So the egg of a woman is supposed to be fertilized. How potent is it? How strong enough is it to be able to be fertilized? And then for the sperm cells, we are looking at how potent is it to be able to carry out the fertilization of an egg. That is all there is to this hype about quality of gametes. So the sperm quality and the egg quality has to do with the nitty-gritty, that is the inner core of that cell, which is the DNA, and how strong it is to be able to carry out its function. Now, as we know, these cells are produced in the body, and believe it or not, what facilitates their production, guess what, are the nutrients that we supply them with. I teach in our counseling sessions that we as human beings produce our own cells. Our body produces them, but it cannot just produce them from the blues. No, it produces them using what we feed the body. So whatever we give the body as building blocks is what the body uses for the production of all the cells in the body. We are only focusing on reproductive cells because that is our area of concern, particularly for this topic. So in essence, what we are saying is that whatever you are taking into your system are the building blocks that the body will use for the production of its cells. And when we narrow it down to the reproductive cells, whatever nutrients we put into our system, the reproductive system will use them as the building blocks for the production of these cells. So despite whatever treatment you might want to undergo, whether you are trying to conceive with assistance using IVF or whatever assisted reproductive technology method you want to use, or you are trying to conceive without assistance, the important thing is the quality of the cells that you are using. Yes, the facility might be important. Yes, the procedure is also something that you should look at. The team you're looking is also using is also very important to consider. But the cells that you are giving out for whatever procedure, or even if it is conception without assistance, the cells are essential to know whether they can actually carry out that function that they are being asked to carry out. And that is what we just want to talk about today. So how do you, as an individual, work towards improving the cell's ability to carry out its function? That is what our focus is on today. Stay with us. So we have said that our diet is a silent architect that is building and shaping the intricate balance of our cells and our cellular function, our hormonal functions, our ability for the cells to handle oxidative stress. All of that are facilitated by the building blocks, which are the nutrients. So we can say that the nutrients are like the fuel that enables the combustion of the engine. If you're an engineer, or you're talking about a car now, for the car to be able to move or to be driven, it needs fuel. That fuel is what will enable combustion and all the other processes that makes the vehicle to move. That is what the nutrients are to the body. So it is something that you should pay very keen attention to. What are you supplying to your body to enable it to carry out this function of building the cells that will result or that will end up being fertilized to achieve pregnancy for you as a couple? So there are various foods that are available to us to enable improvement in sperm quality and improvement in egg quality. These foods have certain functions that we focus. The first set of foods we want to talk about are those that are rich in antioxidants. Antioxidants are foods that prevent or helps the cells to manage oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is what happens when the cells are carrying out their function. So kind of the work that the cells are undergoing, the stress of that work, oxidative stress, is managed by antioxidants. When we don't have sufficient antioxidants in our system, the oxidative stress can actually damage the cells that are undergoing the functions or activities. So having foods rich in antioxidants can help to manage oxidative stress. Then we want to look at folate. Folate itself helps in the building of the DNA. They are essential in the building of the DNA. So we want to consume foods that are rich also in folate. We want to look at foods that are rich in vitamin D, because vitamin D helps in the modulation of hormones and also helps in regulation of menstrual cycle for women, also supports hormonal balance. That's another thing that vitamin D containing food does. They want to look at foods containing iron. Foods containing iron helps in the oxygenation of the cells, sperm cells, egg cells. It helps in their oxygenation. So you want to look at foods that are also rich in iron. Then of course you want to look at the B vitamins. B vitamins are literally energy producing vitamins for cells. They actually help the cells to produce energy, and the energy of course is what they use in carrying out their functions. So if you don't have foods rich in B vitamins in your diet, then you're not giving the cells enough energy to carry out the function. It's a lot of work for them. The microscopic cells, it's a lot of work for the sperm cells to travel all the way to the fallopian tubes. It's a lot of work for the eggs to develop and mature and rupture from the ovaries, find their way into the fallopian tubes and get fertilized. It's a lot of work. So they need all the energy that they can muster. This we can get from B vitamins. Then for the females, we want to look at phytoestrogens. Phytoestrogens are nutrients gotten from plant bases that mimic the actual activity of estrogen in our body, and when we consume foods that contain them, they kind of they act as an adjunct, to the actual estrogens that we have in our body and support their function. All of this can be achieved by finding foods that are rich in these elements that we have mentioned. So having looked at all the classes, what are the examples of the foods in each of these categories? Let's look at them. We're talking about antioxidants. We want to look at fruits mainly, fruits and vegetables mainly, but with specific interest in pear, like your English pear, your avocado pear. Then you want to look at guava, look at mango, apricots, oranges, cantaloupe, pawpaw, figs, watermelon, tomatoes. And then there's an exciting new food, which is the spirulina. Most times it comes as a supplement, but sometimes you can get it in herbal form. But spirulina is also something that is very rich in antioxidants now and being used in improving fertility health with respect to producing antioxidants in the body. So these are foods you want to start focusing on to improve the quantity of antioxidants you have. Looking at folate, you want to look at foods like beans, your green veggies generally like your spinach and asparagus. Then you want to look at sunflower seeds, your whole grains, and your seafoods like your oysters. These are rich in folate and will produce or will help the body in getting all it needs. Then when we look at vitamin D, we want to look at omega-3 oils. Okay, so we are looking at fish essentially. Your fish oil, cod liver oil, like sardines. This will give us good vitamin D levels. Also, beef liver is another thing that is very rich in vitamin D. Looking at iron, we want to look at seeds and nuts, like our linseeds, our flax seed, pumpkin seed. These will produce, they are very rich in iron. Then we're looking at whole grains again. Whole grains like our brown rice, our oats. These will give us high iron content. Then our meat, red meat again. Eat red meat in moderation, but red meat is also something that gives us a good amount of iron. Then lentils, of course. Lentils are also very rich in iron, especially when it comes to improving reproductive health. Lentils are a very rich source of iron. Then for our B vitamins, you want to look at foods like our peas, bananas again, oranges again, nuts again, whole grains again, liver again, avocado, flax seed, sunflower seeds, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, fish, eggs. These are very, very rich in vitamin B, and we have already told you what vitamin B does. Energy source for cells. Phytoestrogens. The phytoestrogens, you want to look at vegetables again, soy products, but particularly for women, because soy is something that is known to counteract the production of sperm cells. So we want women to take soy more than men. Soy products and their derivatives like soya milk, soya beans powder, soya beans itself, yes. So, but soy is a source of phytoestrogens, which is essential for improving estrogen function in the body. Then you want to look at your garlic as well. You want to look at your onions as well. Then berries, your blueberries, your red berries, your goji berries. Those are also very rich in your phytoestrogens. Then we look at essential fatty acids. When we're looking at essential fatty acids, we are looking particularly at omega-3 fatty acids. We have about 10 essential fatty acids, but the ones that concern fertility the most are the omega-3 fatty acid. And the sources or where you can get omega-3 fatty acids are your avocado, again your sunflower oil, walnuts. Walnuts are a very rich source as well. Believe it or not, eggs are also a rich source of omega-3 fatty acid. Then your fish, your sardines, tuna, mackerel, deep sea fish. These are very rich in essential fatty acids. So we have given us example of foods. What we are advocating for is that you focus on consuming these particular foods. Let your focus be on them if you are trying to improve gamete quality, your sperm quality, your egg quality. Focus on these foods. The truth is that when you focus on these foods, your body gets enough nutritional value, and you find out that those other foods that you think you really like, that you think you really enjoy eating, the cravings for them will reduce. The cravings will reduce because your body is sufficiently supplied with the nutrient that it requires. And once your body has enough, that sense of satisfaction sets in, and the craving, which is actually hunger, those certain foods that you crave, you think you enjoy, it's just because your body seems or feels deprived. That is why you keep having cravings. But if you have enough nutritional content from what you are eating or from focusing on this food, those cravings naturally reduce, you know. And it makes sense because your body feels satisfied, it feels well nourished, and the cravings naturally reduce. So above and beyond talking about the actual foods, the way to get the nutrients from these sources is also very important. So we want to look at our cooking methods. Okay, gentle cooking is recommended when you want to get out these nutrients from these foods we have mentioned, especially when it has to do with the vegetables. For fruits, of course, you can consume them directly. Yes, I forgot to mention, when we're looking at antioxidants, dried fruits are a higher, richer source for giving antioxidant than fresh fruits. So if you come across dried fruits, please indulge in them. You can even find them as snacks. Dried fruits have higher levels of antioxidants than your fresh fruits. So for the ones that you're going to cook, gentle cooking is recommended so that you don't damage or alter the structure of these nutrients before even consuming them. Okay, so putting all this together, you find out that your body is sufficiently funded with enough nutrients to help it produce quality cells that will be able to carry out what you want it to carry out for you. So this is where we'll be ending today's episode. Remember again, this series is brought to you by Love Foundation. Love Foundation is a fertility support organization based here in Nigeria, Rivers State, Port Harcourt precisely, and we are involved in helping every couple achieve their fertility goals. We do this via our various programs. We have our fertility counseling program for couples who are trying to conceive and maybe don't exactly know how to go about it. Our fertility counseling program serves as a guide and a tool to enable them get basic information on all they need to know to achieve pregnancy successfully. For those who are in need of assistance on their fertility journey, we provide good resources and referrals for those who want to do IVF, IUI, third-party cycles. For all assisted reproductive techniques, we can provide good resources and referrals to get best results. Then for those who are even on the path of advanced fertility solutions, seeking advanced fertility options like surrogacy, adoption, we are also available to supply consultancy services for those options and enable that every couple has a chance of getting to the destination of parenthood. So thank you for staying with us. If this is your first time viewing any of our videos, please hit that subscribe button now. It helps YouTube know that we are doing something good and enables more people to come across our content and then help more people, with right information. Also touch your notification button so that every time we drop a content, you will get notified. Thank you for staying with us until we come your way again with a very interesting topic next week. Bye-bye.